breaks my heart every time you read about or hear about these kinds of incidents. What we know is that the number of people who die from gun-related incidents around this country dwarfs any deaths that happen through terrorism.
Welcome to Gimme 5. I know we've talked about this during the course of the show, but this is the most asinine thing I've ever heard this man say, and that's saying something. Of course, it's calculated. It's calculated on two fronts. It's calculated to say, we got to take people's guns away, not the bad guys' guns. Let's not talk about mandatory sentences for people who fire guns in the commission of a crime. How about we lock up people who fire guns? Or how about we lock up people who just say, stick them up, don't even shoot the gun? 10 years, mandatory. How about someone who says, stick them up, boom, they fire the gun, and they just fire it into the air? 20 years. How about that, Mr. President? Oh, that would be harsh sentencing. We can't do that. But we want to take your gun away from you, you see, because you can't be trusted. So it's twofold. It's the purpose of vilifying guns, more specifically legitimate guns, owned by legitimate gun owners under the Second Amendment of the Constitution, which he considers a flawed document. And also, ladies and gentlemen, to diminish terrorism, the threat of terrorism. You know, you guys, you build up this terrorism thing here. Look, more people, it dwarfs. This gun thing dwarfs the deaths from terrorism in this country. Terrorism? What's terrorism? You see, it's twofold. He's got a real purpose here. He's sly like a fox. He's dumb like a fox, okay? But to compare apples and oranges or trucks and lions or whatever you want to say, there's a method to his madness. And then, speaking of madness, there's Hillary Clinton.
We have got to do something about gun violence in America. And I will take it on. There are many people who face it and know it, but then turn away because it's hard. It's a very political, difficult issue in America. But I believe we are smart enough, we are compassionate enough to figure out how to balance the legitimate Second Amendment rights with preventive measures and control measures so that whatever motivated this murderer, who eventually took his own life, we will not see more deaths, needless, senseless deaths.
Right. Okay. I thought she was going to cry at the beginning. I really believe in my heart, my opinion, she was trying to make herself cry at the very beginning, and it wasn't going to happen, so she let it go. If she could have shed a tear, oh my, that would have been a spectacle. Here's more.
I feel just great heartache at what happened, and I want to reiterate how important it is we not let yet another terrible instance go by without trying to do something more to prevent this incredible killing that is stalking our country. And we've had so many terrible instances of it in the last 2 years, but it happens every day.
I mean, come on, come on. Do you hold this press conference when 9 kids are killed in Chicago? Listen.
Intentional, unintentional, murder, suicide, it happens every day. And there is so much evidence that if guns were not so readily available, if we had universal background checks, if we could just put some time out between the person who's upset because he got fired or the domestic abuse or whatever other motivation may be working on someone who does this, that maybe we could prevent this kind of carnage.
This man passed a background check. He wasn't just fired. He was fired from that station years ago. And Hillary wants a timeout in the Second Amendment. This is dangerous stuff. Thanks for watching.